Good morning, this is Drew Keenan of Total Calibration. It's Monday morning, January 8th, 2018. And while many of you have probably been on enjoying some beach time and your Christmas, New Year's break over the last couple of weeks, last week there was two very serious security flaws identified which essentially affect all Intel processors made in the last 10 years. And most devices actually use, Intel has about 90% of the market. So this affects phones, this affects computers, anything with an Intel processor. Microsoft has been scrambling last week and they've released an emergency patch. So for Windows 10, you can actually check whether that's been applied to your computer. The KB article number is 4056892. So go to your Windows update history and check to see that you have 4056892. Also check to see whether you actually need to do a restart for the patch to take effect. Now for our business customers and those of you running Windows Server on premise, you will need to actually run this update. Now there's a small caveat, and a very important one I need to point out to you. The small caveat is if your antivirus provider has not already released a patch for this, Microsoft will not, I repeat, Microsoft will not offer you this update via Windows Update. Now it is possible to run it manually, but there have been reported cases of blue screen of death, for example with Norton. So I would very strongly suggest you check with your antivirus provider before doing that. Now, for those of you who are actually running your server infrastructure on Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, or Google Cloud, we actually run the first two. They have actually already patched their devices. So an operating system patch has actually been applied, which should provide protection against these things. If you're running a Microsoft Surface, Microsoft had already released a firmware update as well to provide protection at the processor layer. It is important to note that of the two threats, the second one called Spectre, the first one's called Meltdown. The second one actually the only way of truly mitigating it may actually be redesign of processors, and Intel have already released a white paper on that. I hope this has been helpful, and if you require any more information or help, please contact us, Total Calibration, when technology works. Thanks.